Hey everyone, recently one of our subscribers Durga Prasad cracked a Java developer interview at Sopra Steria. He has shared everything with me, and guys, he has cracked Cognizant interview as well that I have shared already on my YouTube channel. Okay, I'll add his LinkedIn profile in the description so you can confirm with him. And along with the questions, I'll give the answers also just to give you the context. Okay, guys. So basically, he has applied through LinkedIn and he has around 4 years of experience. Okay. And guys, if you want to watch real interview experiences, then please make sure to subscribe. And guys, also, if you want to share your interview experiences, then fill out the form below in the description. So now let's get started. So guys, basically in the first round of interview, interviewer asks about introduction, projects and 5-6 counter question. And this round went around 1.5 hours. Then guys, interviewer asks what is JWT and why is it used in web applications. Okay. So basically JWT is a small secure token which is used to transfer user information between client and server. Okay. When a user logs in, instead of checking the database again and again, server gives a JWT token. This token is sent with every request and server trusts it, so it helps in stateless authentication and improves performance. And then guys, interviewer asks, consider an application where users must access resources based on their roles like admin or user, and how would JWT facilitate secure access control. So guys, basically JWT contains user details like role, like admin or user inside it. Okay. When user sends request, server reads a token and checks the role. If role is admin, it allows admin APIs, otherwise restrict access. Okay. So now no need to hit database every time, and role based access is handled using token itself. Are you getting my point? And guys, then interviewer asks what are the three main parts of JWT and what does each part represent. So basically JWT has three parts. First is header, payload and signature. Header tells which algorithm is used. Payload contains user data like ID and role, and signature is used to verify that token is not modified. Okay. Then guys, interviewer asks, can you detail a scenario where modifying any part of JWT could lead to security vulnerabilities? So guys, basically if someone modifies the payload like changing role from user to admin, right? And if server does not properly verify the signature, then attacker can get unauthorized access. Okay. That's why signature validation is very important. Otherwise, JWT becomes insecure. Okay. Guys, an interviewer asks, how do you generate a JWT in a Spring Boot application? So this is a good question. So basically in Spring Boot, after user login is successful, we use a secret key and JWT library to create token. Okay. We pass user details like username, right, into payload and sign it using secret key. Okay. Then this generated token is sent back to the client. Are you getting my point? Then guys, interviewer asks, how does Spring Security validate a JWT in an incoming request? So basically Spring Security uses a filter like once per request filter, okay, which intercepts every request. Basically it extracts JWT from header, verifies signature using secret key and checks if token is valid or expired. If everything is correct, it allows request to go ahead. And guys, before moving to the next question, I would like to share one very important thing with you. Actually, Durga prepared from our interview preparation kit. So let me tell you, this interview preparation kit has four main parts. First is complete interview preparation material. It is a step-by-step material made by me, expert and MNC's interviewers. 99% of the questions asked in interviews are covered in it. Second is two real enterprise projects where code and video recorded sessions are available. Okay, and you can add this in your resume. Third is lifetime chat support. Here you can ask your doubts anytime. Are you getting my point? Fourth is referral support. Here we help you to get referred to the top MNCs. Okay, so basically the material is organized as per your experience level and covers Java, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data JPA, microservices, Kafka, Maven, Git, coding question, Stream API coding questions, and many more. You can buy just the complete interview preparation material or the full kit with project, supports, and referrals. Okay. I have added the links in the description below. So now moving to our interview experience. Guys, an interviewer asks, imagine an e-commerce application where a user's token must be validated before they can place an order. And how does Spring Security handle this validation process? Okay. So basically when a user tries to place order, Request goes through Spring Security filter. Okay, it reads JWT from request header, validates it, and extract user details. Okay, if token is valid, user is authenticated and allowed to place order. If token is invalid or expired, then request is rejected with unauthorized error. Then interviewer asks, how can you implement role-based access control using JWT in a Spring Boot application? So guys, basically while generating JWT, we include user role like admin user inside the token payload. Are you getting my point? Then in Spring Security, we configure role-based rules using annotations like pre-authorize or in security config. Okay, when request comes, JWT is validated and role is extracted, and based on that, access is allowed or denied. Are you getting my point? Then guys, interviewer asks, a healthcare system needs to restrict access to patient records based on whether the requester is a doctor, nurse or administrator staff, and how would JWT and RBAC work together in this case? So this is a good question. So basically when a user logs in like doctor, nurse or admin, JWT is created with their role. Okay, and when they try to access patient records, Spring Security checks the token and reads the role. Doctors may get full access, nurses limited access, and admin may be only billing related data. So JWT plus RBAC ensures only authorized roles can access specific data. Okay. Then guys, interviewer asks, how is CRUD repository different from JPA repository? So very common question. So basically CRUD repository provides basic CRUD operations like save, delete, find by ID. Okay, whereas JPA repository extends it and gives more features like pagination, sorting, batch operations, and JPA specific methods. Are you getting my point? So JPA repository is more powerful and commonly used in real life projects. Okay. Guys, an interviewer asks what could be the sequences of using CRUD repository instead of JPA repository in large application with complex database transactions. Okay. So basically using only CRUD repository can limit features like pagination and sorting, which are important in large applications, right? It may lead to writing extra custom code, reduce performance optimization options, and make handling complex queries or larger datasets harder. Then interviewer asks what are the default methods provided by the JPA repository. So guys, basically JPA repository provides methods like save method, save all method, find by ID, find all, delete, delete by ID, count, exist by ID, and etc. And along with the pagination methods like find all and sorting support. Are you getting my point? Guys, an interviewer asks, in a blog application, how would the methods like find all, save, and delete be typically used? So basically, find all is used to fetch all blog posts to display on home page, whereas save is used when creating or updating a blog post, and delete is used when user or admin wants to remove a post. Then interviewer asks, how do you create a custom query using query annotations in a JPA repository? So basically we use query annotation above a repository method and write JPQL or native SQL query inside it. For example, we can add query at the rate query, and inside the brackets we can put a query. Okay, and then passes parameters using param annotation. This is useful when a method naming is not enough for complex queries. Okay. And guys, then interviewer asks, consider a social media application with a complex friends and followers system. Okay, what challenges could arise with the JPA when managing these relationships? Okay, so this is a good question. So basically in social media application, relationships like friends and followers are many to many, right? And can become very complex, right? Issues like infinite loops, performance problems like lazy versus eager loading, and large join queries can happen. Agree? Also, handling, cascading, and maintaining consistency become tricky when data grows. Are you getting my point? Then interviewer asks, how would you implement dynamic queries using the specification interface with the JPA repositories? So guys, basically specification is used when queries are dynamic, like filter changing at runtime. We create small conditions like name, age, status, and combine them using specification interface, right? Then we pass it to repository using find all, right? This way we can build flexible queries without writing multiple methods. Are you getting my point? Guys, an interviewer asks what are the different HTTP methods used in web development and what is their purpose. Okay, so basically common HTTP methods are get, post, put, patch, and delete, right? Each methods represents a specific operations in REST APIs and helps flow proper design principles. So guys, this was all about the first round. Then in the second round, interviewer asked some techno-managerial question and coding questions like what would you do if a senior developer is not agreeing with your approach? Okay. How do you handle conflicts between developers and QA team? Right? If one of your team members is consistently underperforming, how will you manage it? Suppose your project deadline is near but testing is incomplete, what will you prioritize? Okay. What will you do if a client keeps changing requirements frequently? Okay. If a third API you depends on goes down, what will you do in this situation? Right? A single API call is triggering 50 plus microservices call. Is this a good design? What will you improve? Right? Your application latency suddenly increase and how would you debug and communicate this? So this was all the questions that was asked in the beginning of the second round. Okay. And guys, then interviewer asked two coding questions in the second round. First was to reverse a linked list with recursion, and second was to find the longest substring without repeating character. Okay. So guys, this is all about Durga's Sopra Steria technical interview experience, and after both round, he was basically selected. And guys, if you find this video helpful, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to this channel because I regularly share real interview experiences and Java backend interview preparation content. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.